Bright Cruise. Have a fun ride with us.
Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Tell your friends and family about us.
It's Bright 98.7.
I am here since 3 days ago.
Like corruption can happen at anywhere.
Corruption with petrol. I prevent it with not a lot of corruption with petrol.
I just see them for hotel, I just see them for market. And if you see them, you go know.
They say give them, then they embalm themselves, but me, I never go to that village before.
Let's discuss the headlines and politics.
Sworn by the Senate Standing Orders of 2011 as amended, which is the genuine and authentic because it has never and it protects pollution.
Get involved. Air your opinions. In this republic, we don't turn off your mic. Join us on Bright Republic, weekdays,
8 a.m.
And welcome to another edition of Bright Republic on Bright 98.7 FM Abuja, where we discuss top stories, we discuss headlines, we discuss current affairs as it happens in the country. I'm being joined in the studio this morning by Mr. Fineface. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Temitope. Good morning, Abuja.
It's always exciting to have Mr. Fineface in the studio with us every single day from Mondays to Friday.
Hold on. So what happened yesterday?
Nothing really.
How was your birthday?
It was something we just celebrated in the office, and that was it. So we're going to be starting this morning with a punch. We have less than 40 minutes to actually discuss the headlines this morning, because today we actually start the program at exactly 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock this morning. So I'll be taking the first headline from the Punch. Indefinite strike. Federal government summon varsity councils, vice chancellors as parents grumble. The federal government has invited pro-chancellors, vice chancellors, and chairman of governing council of federal universities to a meeting in Abuja on 6th September as part of effort to resolve the ongoing strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities. The meeting was convened by the National Universities Commission, which stated that participants would review actions of the government on the strike. The letter inviting the head of the university to the meeting was signed by the NUC's Deputy Executive Secretary Administration, Chris Miyaki, and obtained by one of the Punch correspondents yesterday. So looking at him, Mr. Fineface, the federal government at this point have summoned varsity councils, the vice chancellors, because of the way parents are actually grumbling about it. It's been like over 6 months now, over 196 days precisely, that lecturers has gone on strike, and our tertiary, federal and some state institutions have been shut down in the country. So looking at it, some are saying at this time, will there actually be an headway if the federal government is actually calling on vice chancellors and even councils of the union to actually see how they can weigh whether the federal government has done enough at this time?
Well, I would say if this would go well, it would actually make sense. But then the vice chancellors you're inviting, they are still under Asuu.
Members. Yes.
You understand? So what exactly are you trying to do? It's like you're supposed to negotiate with me, and then you're turning behind to invite someone who is maybe under me or something. So it doesn't make any sense. Now, there's a quote by Nelson Mandela, Temitope. It says, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Education. So for this thing to linger for 6 months, it simply means that we do not value education. In Nigeria, it's as simple as that. Our leaders do not value education. It's not even about you talking about, okay, let's say you feel like some of the things Asuu are actually demanding for is outrageous. Why not maybe set up a panel, to properly vet some of the things they're asking for. But for this strike to linger this long, it's embarrassing for the giant of Africa. It's embarrassing for the most populous black nation in the world. Nigeria is a rich nation. We are blessed. We are a blessed nation. So why should we allow students to sit at home for 6 months? For 6 good months. And then you're inviting vice chancellors and governing council. What does it mean? Vice chancellors are still under Asuu. So why don't you just trash this issue with Asuu and find an end to it? Because I can assure you, Temitope, these vice chancellors will still sing the same song Asuu have been singing. They'll still tell you, listen, this is what we want. Look at our universities, Temitope, today. In some schools, people have lectures under the tree. Some schools, you see lecture halls leaking. You see things. So these are some of the things these people are asking for. It's as simple as that. Meet their needs. Like I said yesterday, I was saying yesterday that Asuu themselves have to understand that it will be a process. Like, you don't just expect the federal government to give you these funds at once, but it will be a process. You negotiate, you get to a certain level, you resume school, you renegotiate again. That's what we expect. So at this time, I think the students that have been staying at home, should be paramount in the hearts of the federal government and Asuu itself. So everybody should subject whatever, pride or whatever they are bringing into it and consider the students. How about a student that was supposed to graduate maybe June this year or August this year? They are wasting at home. It doesn't make sense anymore. So I want the federal government to just know that, for the sake of Nigerian students and for the fact that education plays a key role in the society, it is very necessary that they find an end to this strike. So inviting the vice chancellors and all that, I don't think it will change anything, because they will still stand, for me, I feel like they will still stand by what Asuu have been saying, because they are under Asuu as well. So for me, I think it's just like negotiating with Asuu itself. It won't change nothing.
Yesterday, there was a statement credited to the vice president saying that they all, because he received some delegations, some governors of the APC, they went on a courtesy visit to see the vice president. And he made a statement. He said that they must all act fact on the issue of Asuu, as the issue has been lingering for quite a long time. And some people at this time was like, where was the vice president from the day one when it started? It's about 196 days, and he's saying that they should actually, all of them need to actually act fast. Another statement from the Minister of State for Education, his name is Nana Opia. He is saying that the federal government has actually done so much for the education sector that we cannot take it away from this administration. And he is now saying that that the federal government has already accepted to all the terms and conditions of Asuu, but the only one at the moment is the issue of no work, no pay. That's the Asuu body asking that they should be paid their 6 months allowance before they go back to school. And in a televised program that I monitored, we heard Sodike saying that none of what they are asking for is actually being met. So it's now looking like someone is not saying the truth here. And Simeon always says something. He said we need to know what at that meeting, what do they discuss? And there's actually a statement also credited to the governor of Delta State, the vice presidential flag bearer of the People's Democratic Party. He's saying that the federal government should actually come and ask him how he's able to sustain 4 universities in Delta State. And a lot of people at this time is, why are you saying the federal government should come and meet? So why not take your strategies to the federal government so that Nigerians can actually give you credit that this is what the vice presidential flag bearer of the People's Democrat, this is what he did during the Asuu strike, instead of telling them to come and meet him so he can give them his strategies at this time. So a lot of people is looking like at this time we're just hearing statement, but the bottom line is the students are still at home at this time. So looking at it is just it's worrisome at this time.
Like I said, it's embarrassing for a nation as blessed as Nigeria for students to be staying at home for good 6 months now. It's embarrassing. It's a shame. Listen, look at countries like Ghana. I've never heard that their universities were on strike. Look at Cameroon, look at Togo, and we say we are the giant of Africa. And innocent students have been staying at home for good 6 months. It's not nice at all. Like you spoke about the vice president, he's not said anything. The Senate president has said nothing. The Speaker of the House of Reps has said nothing. How many governors have you heard talking about Asuu strike? But all they care about is their personal issues and how to win elections and all that. It's embarrassing. I think it's time for our leaders to get serious. It shows that we do not value education. And then certain people are campaigning for 2023. You're the flag bearer of your party, and then you're talking about how you want to change Nigeria. But you can't even talk about this. You can't even, make the Asuu strike a major issue in your campaign or whatever you're doing. I think it's time we get serious in this country. Any country that does not value education can never progress. They can never make progress as a nation, because look at the educational sector. That is where you arm your next generation that would be able to change the face of the nation, and then your next generation have been sleeping at home doing absolutely nothing. Okay, now Temitope, for these 6 months, where are the jobs? Even if you say they should go and learn, work somewhere, where are they going to work? There are no jobs. So you may just end up spending money again to train yourself, maybe to learn something, and then so it doesn't make any sense anymore. I feel it's time for the government to get serious. Meet Asuu, have a negotiation. I know it's going to be a process, but let them just resume school so students can get back to school.
Of a truth, we would be waiting for the 6th of September as the federal government is going to be meeting with pro-chancellors. Let's see how that pans out, and let's see what the result is. But of the moment, Asuu has actually declared an indefinite strike. Moving on to Daily Trust, NNPC CEO, Nigeria will stop importation of oil by 2023. The Group Chief Executive Officer, CEO of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC Limited, Malam Yari, has said the importation of refined crude oil products to Nigeria will stop when Dangote oil refineries and petrochemicals project comes on stream latest by the middle of next year. He said this yesterday while featuring at the 49th section of the State House briefing organized by the Presidential Communication Team at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Kyari, who said there would be an increased production of gasoline with the new technology, stated that the flow of supply would come by the middle of 2023. In as much as the CEO of NNPC is coming out to tell us at this time that we would stop importation of oil by 2023. But a lot of questions I have seen on social media and I've seen on reports. Some are saying, so we're saying that the Dangote refinery is actually going to be where our crude oil is actually going to be refined. And some are asking questions. That means Dangote refinery would be the one to fix a price to the refined oil because it's running through its company. So at this time, a lot of people are still asking that why are our refineries not functioning? And we've seen a lot of allocations. Some will say a lot of money is still being paid even to workers that are said to be working in these refineries that are not functioning at this time. So looking at it, some will say this is commendable, and why some others will say they feel like it is not a commendable effort. Why wouldn't we fix our own refinery? That means we are leaving all of the nation's crude oil to just a particular organization, the Dangote refinery, to refine the oil. Then he pegged the price at what the petrol or fuel would actually sell as of the time. So looking at it, will you say this is a commendable effort?
To me, talk about this is a shame. This is sad for a nation. The APC in 2015 said they were going to build new refineries. I think they said about 8 new refineries, if I'm correct. And then this is 7 years on. And then you're telling us about Dangote refinery. Does it belong? Is it owned by Nigeria? That's a private, you understand? That's a private refinery. So why are you telling Nigerians about Dangote refinery when you told us that you were going to build 8 brand new refineries? And then, like we said on this platform the other time, there are some refineries that are not functioning, but their staffs are being paid every month. So what is the idea behind this? We have these monies. We are blessed as a nation. Why can't we fix our refineries? Why can't we even build new refineries? Why are you telling us about Dangote refinery? That's a private business. It's not owned by the government. It's not owned by Nigeria. So why are you telling us about that? So it just goes to show that some things are not right in this nation. It doesn't make any sense at this time. You're coming out confidently to brag about Dangote refinery.
Mr. Fife, some people will say that it is much better that we actually have our own refineries in Nigeria, even if it's going through the Dangote company. That it is not better that it's refined in Nigeria. Instead of selling the crude oil, then we buy it back in form of petrol. Some will say it would actually cost some production. It would actually cost in the price of fuel at this time.
But Temitope, you just said something now. Dangote refinery would refine everything, and then they'll fix their own price. price. So which is almost the same thing as sending it out and all that. It doesn't make any sense. The solution is this. You said you were going to build new refineries.
But they said a lot of money would actually go into actually
building the refineries.
Building the refineries.
So what are they doing with the monies they are borrowing? What are they doing with the monies they are recovering from politicians?
Infrastructures.
Which infrastructure? Where are they? Can you mention 5 of them?
In Nigeria, we're seeing works being done in the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. We saw the train line leading from Katsina to Chad.
So how is that going to benefit us?
We are actually a lot of infrastructure. The Niger Bridge and
the truth is this: they said they were going to build refineries. You have about 10 months to go. I think you should start building those refineries now. The ones that you need to fix, begin to fix.
But it's this same Nigeria. If we start fixing the refineries, we will say we left the education sector to suffer and we are actually fixing refineries.
So countries that are working, is it that they leave education to go and fix roads first of all? Everything is working at the same time. They handle everything at the... Listen, there are countries that... Okay, can you tell me that Rwanda is as blessed as Nigeria? But things are working. So you can't tell me that because you're fixing refineries, then education will suffer. Because you're fixing power, then roads will suffer. No. This is a blessed nation. There is money in Nigeria. All they owe the citizens is to ensure that everything is working. Now, Temitope, do you know that if they were able to build 8 brand new refineries, that would have created jobs for Nigerians? People won't be hungry today. So I think it's time for the government to get serious and tell Nigerians the truth. You promised you were going to build 8 brand new refineries. You have few months to go. It's not too late. Anybody who will take over from Mr. President can continue from there. But for this, telling us about Dangote refinery, yes, it's a good thing that Dangote is building a refinery in Nigeria, and he's a Nigerian, and he's the wealthiest black man in Africa. Perfect. But hey, it's time for the government to also wake up and fix our own refinery so they can also create jobs for Nigerians as well.
Mr. Fineface, it's high time that the federal government actually wake up and actually start building on our own refineries so as to create jobs to Nigerians. To be a part of the conversation this morning, you can start dropping your message on 07033728313. I'll take that again, 07033728313. Let's go pay some bills, and when we come back, we shall be looking at some of the headlines.
Here is a big opportunity to invest in real estate in Abuja. Forest City Estate Limited, Karishi. Plots of land are now available for sale. Size different from 500 square meter, 600 square meter, and 700 square meter. Price from 5 million per plot. First 12 buyers shall enjoy an early bird discount of 40%. We are located at the foot of Kurape Hills, near Dunamis Church, off Karishi Bypass, Karishi off Orozo Road, Karishi FCT Abuja. For more info, you can contact this number 080-3497-0377 and 090-9484-3304.
Abuja, it don't happen again. Oh. This one no be Chere Cambia. City Gate Homes, the reliable development company, don't knock another ogbonge dealings with checking money for everybody. We won't be landlord. Oh. With as low as 8 million naira, you fit to buy a 500 square meter plot with infrastructures and build fully detached 4 bedrooms duplex by yourselves. 6 million naira fit give you 400 square meters plot with infrastructures. You fit build 4 bedrooms bungalow by yourself. This will fit happen only for City Gates Low-Cost Homes, opposite Centenary City, Airport Road, Lugbe, Abuja. City Gate Homes, they sell only 100 plots under the terms and conditions. So, for inquiries, I beg you call 081-3430-3400 or make you call 0802-302-6272. You fit to visit our website, www.citygatehomes.ng.
Are you thinking of owning your own house or land here in the capital city? Here is an opportunity to own a piece of the FCT. Yes, you heard right. Not to worry, Eagles Estate got you covered on a hot promo to make your dreams come true. It is located at F01 Kubwa. The estate features include security outposts, standby transformers, school, clinic, perimeter fencing, mall, relaxation centers, road network, and drainage. We also have land sizes like 250 square meters for 2 million naira, 450 square meters for 3.5 million naira, 600 square meters for 5 million naira. Are you worried about installment payments? Do not be. We have got instrumental payments up to 15 months. Do not sit and wait. Hurry now. This promo ends on the 30th of September 2022. For more inquiries, please call 070-5225-1614, 070-5225-1614, or 081-3960-4726.
Welcome back to your favorite political program on Bright 98.7 FM Abuja, and I still have with me in the studio Mr. Fineface as we discuss some of the top stories on the newspaper this morning. Moving on to The Guardian. In 2023, I won't interfere, condone intimidation, Buhari tells APC governors. On the deck, President pledges to bequeath a legacy of non-interference after Ekiti Osun polls. APC dispels rumor of Cold War between Tinubu Adamu over campaign cancel. President Muhammadu Buhari has promised that government will ensure Nigerians don't get intimidated or humiliated by those in position of power during the 2023 general election. President Buhari also gave an assurance that his administration would ensure that eligible citizens vote for candidates of their choice and that the people's votes would count during the next year election. A lot of people would say this statement is coming at the right time, even if we're about entering the electioneering season proper. And looking at it, that campaign is going to start next month, towards the end of next month. So looking at it, the federal, the presidency is saying that it won't allow Nigerians to actually get intimidated by those in the political scene. So looking at it, what will be your submission this morning on the statement actually credited to the president?
It's actually commendable. So much respect to the president. I actually noticed this during the APC presidential primaries. You know, Mr. President kept on saying he has his own candidate. He kept on saying that. But then, if you look at the way the APC primaries played out, you'd see that Mr. President played a neutral role. He didn't get involved in whatever was happening during that primaries. And then look at the Ekiti elections as well. He kept it clean. His hands, he wasn't involved. Even the Osun elections as well. The will of the people was what played out. So I like to commend Mr. President for this. And it's not just about Mr. President saying this. He could actually have this kind of mindset, but it's another thing for his party members, his party men and women, governors especially, to keep it clean as well. Follow, let the will of the people rule. Let the votes count. Let whoever the people want, let those people come into office. So for me, it's commendable, and just like you said, it's coming at the very right time. But it's one thing for the president to say this, and it's another thing for his party men and women to stick to this, and also the governors. So they have to ensure that they keep it clean, so the will of the people will come to pass in 2023.
The will of the people would eventually come to pass come 2023. Another one from The Punch. Tinubu meets Jonathan after Obasanjo's visit. The presidential candidate of the ruling All Progressive Congress, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, on Tuesday night paid a scheduled visit to former President Goodluck Jonathan in Abuja. The meeting, which was held behind closed doors in Jonathan's residence, was in continuation of the former Tinubu's nationwide consultation with critical stakeholders. Tinubu, who was accompanied by his running mate, Senator Kashim Shettima, led a delegation of 5 APC governors, although details of their meetings were not made public. A source in Tinubu's camp told the Punch correspondent that the visit was an extension of the APC national leader consultation with major stakeholders in the polity ahead of the 2023 presidential election. Just last week, we saw the presidential flag bearer of the APC going to see the former president Obasanjo. Now we're seeing him going to go and also pay visit to the also a former president Jonathan. But at this time, a lot of people are saying that you badmouthed some of these men. But why is it that as the electioneering season is about taking place, we're seeing you visiting the residence of the ex or the former president? So looking at it, is looking like as electioneering season is approaching, we're seeing some of these top politicians even going to seek consultation from some people they've actually said some things, some really bad things about. So looking at it, I saw someone post yesterday and he said, imagine Tinubu going to meet Jonathan that he called a clueless president. So looking at it, Mr. Fineface, what would be your submission on this issue this morning?
I think it's laughable. It's a shame as well, because a lot of things were said about Jonathan in 2014. One of those things, Tinubu said his government was a catastrophic disaster. He called him clueless and said he was the worst president ever in the history of Nigeria. A whole lot was said about Jonathan. A whole lot of things were, said and done, even by the APC. So I was shocked last night when I saw pictures flying out that Tinubu went to go and consult Goodluck Jonathan, and I was wondering, on what grounds? This was a man that they said he wasn't capable. He was, a lot was said about him. They said he was clueless and all that. And then you're consulting him. So what could be the aim of the consultation? Yeah, I know in politics people say there's no permanent friend, there's no permanent enemy and all that. But then how do you now go back to the same person? So it's laughable. And then my worry is, what message are you now trying to send to the younger generations, to the people that are watching, to youths that intend to go into politics? Temitope, like we said yesterday, politics isn't war. It shouldn't get to the point where you begin to say derogatory things that would mess up the integrity and personality of a person. And if you look at the things that were said in 2015, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice even to someone who is neutral. It didn't make any sense. So Tinubu now going to consult him. I really wonder, as I'm sitting here now, I still really wonder why he would still go back to the same Goodluck Jonathan. So I'm just wondering, because what message are you sending? So are you now trying to say that, okay, the things you say about, because it means one thing, Temitope, it means that everything that was said about Goodluck weren't actually true. That's what it looks like now. Because if I say, okay, this man is not to be trusted, and then tomorrow you see me rolling with the man, it means that maybe. But
some will say that at this time consultation is actually very important as the electioneering season is actually coming into place. So it's looking like some would actually say, even if we know that some of those politicians have actually come at each other at some particular point in order, but as it regards the 2023 general election, it is important that some of these politicians actually go and talk to this former president.
So how do you consult a man that you doubt clueless? What then do you want from him?
Some will say that was just a political statement.
So politics shouldn't get to that level. That's what we were saying yesterday. You can play politics without saying derogatory things about someone, because you're tarnishing the image of a person. It shouldn't get to that level. Politics in Nigeria should not get to that level. Like I said yesterday, it should be issue-based. What are you coming to do for Nigerians? How are you going to change the living conditions of Nigerians? It shouldn't be about, saying things that would further, make a mess of the image of a person. That's the message. Come and tell us what you want to do for our nation. Don't target someone. Let it be issue-based.
Let it be issue-based. Moving on to a very, some would say a very commendable one from the Nigerian army. I will be taking this from the Punch. It says, Army kills terrorists, arrest 3 suspects in Kaduna. The Nigerian army yesterday said the general officer commanding 1 division alongside a team of operational commanders arrested 3 terrorists and killed 1 during a gun duel in Kaduna State. The patrol team, led by Major General Tohid Labaja, was on a fighting patrol in some communities in state when the terrorists reportedly engaged the team in a gun duel and were overpowered. A statement by the army spokesman, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachuku, said 18 motorcycles and arms and ammunition were recovered from the terrorists. Looking at it, Mr. Fineface, Kaduna has its own fair shares of insecurity. But looking at what the Nigerian army did yesterday, they said they killed terrorists, but they arrested 3 suspects, and arms and ammunition, including motorcycles, were actually recovered from these terrorists. Looking at it, some would actually say this is a commendable one coming from the Nigerian army at this time.
Well, like I said yesterday, I still want to commend the Nigerian army for a job well done. Temitope, if you look through, let's say for about a month now, the issue of insecurity in Nigeria has, it's more like, the army have been winning the war somehow, and I like to commend them. It's not been easy on their side, taking on these guys and all that, but I think they are doing a good job, and I think with more encouragement and with determination, they will definitely do more, and the issue of insecurity will become a thing of the past, because at the time Nigerians were living in fear, which I know certain people are still living in fear. Certain people can't even travel by road around Nigeria as close as Abuja to Kaduna as well. But with the Nigerian army and what they've been doing recently, we've seen reports of the Air Force as well, carrying out some very well arranged attack on these same bandits and terrorists and all that. So I like to commend them for a job well done and to encourage them to do more. Because at the end of the day, our mission is to ensure that we have, a Nigeria where we can live peacefully, where you can travel from Calabar to Kaduna and with no atom of fear, where you can travel from Abuja, to Lagos by road, and there's nothing to fear about. So I want to commend the Nigerian army, and I want to encourage them that soon we'll win the war over insecurity in Nigeria.
Definitely, we would be winning the war against insecurity in the country. Let's go pay some bills, and when we come back, we would be sharing 2 or more headlines before we take your calls this morning. And remember, you can send your message to 070-3372-8313. That's the WhatsApp number. You can send your message to 070-3372-8313. Let's go pay some bills, and when we come back, we should be taking 2 or more headlines.
This is an infomercial. As the world advances, Australian Academy is here to deliver world-class education rooted in strong academic traditions. Our features include fun, conducive and safe environment, well-equipped library and laboratory, one-on-one extra help sessions, world-class infrastructure, participative and interactive teaching process, international education option and excursion. Admission is ongoing into the following classes: daycare, preschool, kindergarten, and year 1 to 12. Australian Academy is located at House 17, 612 Road, 7th Avenue, Gwarimpa, Abuja. You can reach us on 090-6437-8003 or 090-5047-1558 or 070-365-61857.
Welcome back to your favorite political program. I am Temitope Elegushi, and I'm still being joined in the studio by Mr. Fineface. Moving on to Daily Trust this morning, I have NACA threatening to ground airlines over 19 billion naira and $7.6 million debt. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, NACA, has accused the Nigerian local airlines of deliberate attempt to cripple its operation. NACA said the local airlines are owing it's over 19 billion, and the dollar is about $7.6 million. On ticket charge, they have collected from passengers but have refused to remit to the authority. NACA said the situation is crippling its finances and pitching the authority against the federal government. The NACA Director General, Captain Musa Nuhu, stated this yesterday in Abuja in a stakeholders meeting with the airlines and the aviation agencies. He said rather than the airlines to think creatively to grow the businesses and the industry, they target the NACA with campaign of calumny and falsehood. Now, looking at all of this, NACA is saying that the domestic airline are actually owing it over 19 billion naira. So looking at it, a lot of people are saying at this time that you cannot blame this airline. And we had Allen Oyema saying it's just about 3 airlines that actually function in the country. So looking at it, if NACA is threatening to grant the activities of this airline, it means that the aviation sector is about to shut down. So looking at it, some would actually say they don't blame some of this airline. Looking at the price of Jet A14, looking at some of the charges that they pay, a lot of people would actually say it is not actually all the fault of these airlines that they are this time they are owing NACA this amount of money. But looking at it, the NACA is actually saying these are money that they've collected for tickets and they are yet to remit to NACA, and they are actually saying that this is actually causing a rift between them and the federal government, because looking at it, NACA is supposed to make some remittance to the federal government, but looking at it, these airlines are owing to the tune of 19 billion naira at this time.
I think where they should just find a way to settle their issues, because I kind of understand that it's becoming very unconducive, for these airlines to actually do business in Nigeria because of the price.
Yes, we heard that Delta Airways has actually stopped operation yesterday.
Now for you to get a return ticket is like 300,000 naira. This was something few years back that you can get a return ticket for 50,000. Sometimes if you're very lucky, you get it for 40, 45.
Yes.
So you can imagine how things are going now. Some companies have actually shut down. I think Aero have actually shut down. Dana have actually. So you can imagine how things are. But then, I think it behoves on these airlines to sit down with NACA and talk things out. Even if you're not able to remit the full money, but you can do it in part payments, because we know how it's been tough to do business. But NACAs also, they are supposed to remit certain amount to the federal government. So in order not to cause a total breakdown in the aviation sector, I think it's necessary they sit down, come together on the table and discuss things out. You could pay these monies in bits so that NACA also won't get into trouble, because at the end of the day, if this is not settled, the whole aviation sector will be shut down, and then Nigerians won't be able to travel again. Remember, you can't even travel by road again because of insecurity, and then flight tickets are going high every day, although certain people are still struggling to pay these fares. But then if they actually if they are unable to resolve this and they totally shut down, it will affect Nigerians as well. So I'm just calling on them to find a way to resolve their issues so Nigerians will not have to suffer.
Hopefully in the coming days we'll be seeing the aviation industry and NACA actually coming together to actually settle their differences. Moving on to the Punch before I open the phone lines. On the Punch, we have alleged organ harvest. Victim prays court to reverse order on release of biodata to Ekweremadu. David Okwa, the alleged victim of the alleged organ harvesting scandal involving the detained former Deputy Senate President, Senator Ike Ekweremadu, and his wife Beatrice, has urged the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja to reverse its July 2022 order on the release of his biodata for use in a London court in Ekweremadu's hearing. Ukwa claimed that his fundamental right to fair hearing and personal privacy was grossly breached in the proceeding that led to the insurance of the order by the court. His grievances was that neither he nor the Attorney General of the Federation and the Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, as Chief Law Officer of the Federation, was made a party in the suit. Now, looking at David at this time saying that the court should actually reverse the order to release his biodata to Ekweremadu. A lot of people at this time are saying that this would actually halt the trial case in the United Kingdom, because a lot of people were actually looking forward to seeing this, as Ekweremadu was accused of trying to harvest a minor's organ, and a lot of people at this time have said throw shade at the Senate president and all of that and his wife for trying to do that. But a lot of people at this time is saying if that biodata is actually made public, a lot of people, his name, that's the senator's name would actually be cleared. But now we're seeing David the victim. He's saying that at this time the court shouldn't grant the order, that it would be a gross grievance to his fundamental rights to fair hearing and personal privacy. So looking at this, what will be your submission on this issue this morning?
I think for us to properly make progress in this case, his biodata has to be released, because initially it was claimed that I think he's 15 years old or so, so we need to get the facts right in order for fair trial, in order to make progress in this case. So I don't think there's anything for him to worry about. I really don't think so. And then we also know that the former Deputy Senate President is involved in this. So I think in order, like you said, for us to be able to clear his name, I think they have to release his biodata so we can make progress in the case and then find a solution. So for me, there's really nothing for him to worry about. He should just relax and let the courts do what they are good at doing. It's as simple as that.
Let's see how that pans out. To be a part of the conversation this morning, you can drop your message on 070-3372-8313. Now officially the phone lines are open. You can call us now in the studio on 081-30-111-724. You can call us in 081-30-111-724. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Adamu. I'm calling from Karo.
You're welcome, Adamu.
Morning to our guest there. I want to classify something. This is democracy, and everybody is entitled to his own opinion. Nobody is buying credit.
Hello?
Nobody is buying credit for me to make a call. I make a call to contribute my own quota. And nobody can force me to say what you want to hear it. And I can't force anybody to say what I want to hear it.
Exactly.
So, everybody, nobody should call my name on air and make a reference. If you have something to say, you say it. I can't stop you. You bought a credit and make your contribution. So this is democracy. You are not in power now. You want to stop me. What about when you get to the power? So you are going to even go to NCC to block my line, not to make a call in the radio.
Can you just go to your submission this morning, Adamu?
Yes, this is what I want to clarify. I don't have anything to say today.
All right, thank you very much. Adamu, thank you very much. You can be a part of the conversation this morning, 081-30-111-724. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Do well to call us back.
Well, Temitope, I think we really need to appreciate Adamu as well. He's been one of our most regular callers every day. Yes, so Adamu, we are sending a shout out to you. Thank you so much. And a few of them, there's okay as well. And some of them.
Yes, some of them. Thank you. Mr. Olajide too.
Yes, Olajide.
Shout out to you guys for being true Republicans. So you can be a part of the conversation, 081-30-111-724. Hello, good morning. Good morning, Mr. Olajide.
Well, I'll tell you people honestly. Some people are saying just
please, can you turn down the volume of your radio? Okay.
We are really enjoying you people in every aspect, economically, analytic, political, and otherwise. We cannot thank you people enough.
Thank you, sir.
Yesterday, 5 states asked me to apologize, and I will do. I said the movement of Shakarawu is a failure. He said I should not say that. I withdrew it. I said no. It's not a failure. It's a fact. God bless Nigeria. On the issue of Tinubu critiquing President Goodluck Jonathan and find it ridiculous. It's not. It's a former president. President Goodluck Jonathan is a former president, irrespective of whatever they must say against him. You don't know that if Abacha is alive today, you know say they have to go and sing him. Look at Babangida. When Babangida was there, everybody was shouting. Especially when they announced June 12th. But today, everybody has to go to him. Why? Is head of state. Yar'Adua has died. They are still visiting his mother to show respect for that person that have mounted that seat of Nigeria as president. That is just it. It's not that maybe because they are abusing they have to give respect to that office because he too wants to go to that office. So that is why he must go. Secondly, Mr. Sainface, when we say Labour Party man is not ready, you thought we are joking. Look at from day one of Ahmed Bola Tinubu, he moved with team. He doesn't move alone. Anywhere he went on consultation, you see him with team. And I keep asking you, and I ask you again, fine board at the fine place. Which economic team or political team have you seen with Peter Obi? Peter Obi is in Western world now. Only him. Who goes with him? Only him went to Egypt to go and look for electricity. Who goes with him?
Mr. Olajide, you need to wrap up now.
And he's going to be the senator, is he going to be the minister, is he going to be everything? No, we are not a team. We don't do it alone.
Thank you, Mr. Olajide. You need to wrap up now. Thank you very much, Mr. Olajide, for your submission this morning. Remember, you can join the conversation live in the studio on 081 30 111 724. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
This is my name. I'm calling from Dusala.
You're welcome.
Congratulations to Simeon on his wedding.
Thank you.
And your humble self for your birthday yesterday.
Thank you very much.
I tried your line wasn't going. Oh, well, for me, you are doing a patriotic job. Patriotism in the sense that they are bringing all this to the fore and giving a lot of us chance to say what is about. Have to watch what they are saying, irrespective of we are buying our medicine. We don't say things as if like last week, a lot of people were accusing you guys of being partial. You know. But to me, you are very objective. All your analysis are very objective. So once again, happy birthday. Thank you.
Thank you very much. To be a part of the conversation this morning, you can call us on 081 30 111 724. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from? I can't hear you. Can you speak a bit louder, please?
I'm calling from Zura. My name is John.
Okay, John.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I sent Olajide to me. You can hug transformer if you decide to hug transformer. To send P2B go alone.
What do you mean by if he decides to? It's important that when you call to make your submission, please be civil about it. Do not go for people's personality. Olajide made this point. Why not make your own point? Make your submission. Tell us what you feel about the issue. You do not need to go for people's personality. Everyone here is entitled to their own opinion. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Roland, calling from Guarimpa.
Roland, you're welcome.
Thank you. I really want to ask Adamu what magic he normally use. You always be the best caller. I want to ask him.
He is a true Republican. He is a true Republican. That shows you that he's always listening to the program from the beginning. So he's ready, always on standby.
You should just share that with me because
there is no secret to Easy. He's a true Republican, so he's always ready.
All right. And my own take is on NNPC chairman bragging about another person's farmland. Just like in a particular, okay, let's say landlord owns a house, it's your house, but there's no water in the house, and a tenant.
Sorry, this is a political program. Hello. We're not
yes, I'm making reference on the NNPC chairman about bragging about
Okay. Please, you have less than 1 minute to make your submission.
Okay, I'm saying that you just check this scenario that a landlord owns a house and the tenant is the one opening a borehole as in a water system in their house. That means I will tell you where to fetch the water and where not to fetch the water. So I don't know why he's bragging about another person's property. The whole federal government cannot How many, okay, what about the other refineries you have? Can't they just renovate it and make it start working? So Nigeria, I don't know where we are heading to. That's what I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you for your submission this morning. It was reacting to the NNPC CEO saying that at the middle next year we're actually going to stop buying fuel from outside the country. We're going to be refining our own oil. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is David and I'm calling from Kubwa.
David, you're welcome. Can you turn down the volume of your radio set?
Okay, what I have to say is that Nigeria should improve their refinery because this thing that we are borrowing from other people is not nice. And if Nigeria keeps borrowing money like this, where is it all going to? We have to find a way to do it for ourselves. And especially for women or the poor masses. You understand? Like, because you see this in Nigeria, even security is bad. Anything you're talking of is bad. Nigeria has to find a way to improve the system. Thank you.
Thank you very much, David, for your submission this morning. To be a part of the conversation, you can call us on 08130111724. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Obasanjo from Amale, Niger State.
Obasanjo, you're welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, presenter. The newspaper this morning talked about Tinubu visiting Goodluck Jonathan. You can see how they are doing their politics. In fact, whoever, let me use this, whoever, I don't think Tinubu has the guts to go to Goodluck Jonathan. The way he treated Jonathan, that is why I even hate. Some people are talking about the northern and the southern president. No, they are the one that put out Jonathan from the office by his word. Jonathan is like this, Jonathan is like that, Jonathan is like that. They all gang up against Jonathan today. God of Jonathan will not forgive him. Oh, God of Nigeria, the suffer that the Nigerians are suffering.
Please, can you just make your submission and let God be the deciding factor? There's no need to say
Asuu strike. Talked about the Asuu strike. A government that Tinubu and co promised Nigeria that from the primary school to the secondary school to the tertiary institution, that Nigerians will go on no fees. Today, what are we facing? Most of our schools in my place, completely, they are all locked down. 2 years now, because of insecurity. They are all locked down. No schools, 2 years. Primary school, secondary school. We are waiting for them, 2023. Thank you.
Thank you for your submission. In 2023, you have the right to actually go out and vote for who you want to be the next president. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Theophilus, calling for Dusi.
Theophilus, you're welcome.
Talking about the refinery, the Kiari said there's a refinery, Dangote refinery is coming up. Should Dangote be the only person to get license for the refinery? There are rich people in Nigeria that can also build refinery, but they give only license to Dangote. Then coming to the issue of this. Okay. Let me end up here.
Thank you for your submission this morning. Let me take some of the messages we have on WhatsApp before I go back to the call. Good morning, my lovely people in the studio. I often say this that APC government does not value does not have any value for education. Even military government have a value for education more than they do. Tony from Kubwa. All na story. They will still import petrol. That was how they made promises before they entered power. Still no show. This is still from Tony from Kubwa. Keep your messages coming in. I have this message from Virtue from Asuu Drive. He said, former Cardinal State government Ahmed McAfee is either living in the past or trying to revive. I cannot read that message. Remember, I said on this platform, please be civil with your messages or even when you call us in the studio. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is GMT. I'm calling Guarempa.
You're welcome.
I'm a first-time caller in this platform, or in this program.
Yeah, we welcome you to Bright Republic.
All right. What I want to say about our refinery, because of, I'm so angry. That is why since when you people started even this program, I always like to listen. I don't want to comment because of the hunger. It is a big shame. A big country like Nigeria, a big shame. We are the only one that we are taking our crude oil outside and refine it back to Nigeria. Because you can see what we are losing. I think we are refining our crude oil here in Nigeria. By now, I'm telling you, all the angles in Nigeria, we even have a good tie road, good water, security, and everything. Because this insecurity that people are even talking about, you people don't know what caused this insecurity. What is causing insecurity is injustice. And people will be talking about people are vandalizing.
Please, can you wrap up now because we have limited time to take other calls.
Okay. In conclusion is that what I will tell our leaders, they have to do justice. Because without no justice, peace will not go.
Peace will continue to reign in the country, Nigeria. We are hopeful of that, and we've seen some of the moves by the security outfits in the country. Hello, good morning. Well, do well to call us back on 081-30-111-724. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from?
This is Mr. Collins calling from Niger State.
Mr. Collins from Niger State, you're welcome.
Yeah, I have few things to discuss about first, about the Tinubu visit to the former president, Mr. Boto. I'm just surprised hearing this because it's just like I come to you, I tell you that the certificate you have, you cannot take me to China. Cannot take it to China. Then the next time I come and tell them, please give me your certificate to go to China. He said that Kulo was not a good governor, a president to be a good leader. What is it going to him to tell him how to be a bad leader again? I think that is charging. Then you come back to refinery issue. Is Nigeria not telling us that the man that built that refinery is not richer than Nigeria government? In the arena, even the NFPC has come down with folders to come and tell us that this is how it's going to be. It's going to start Nigeria for so on and so forth. The thing is embarrassing. Honestly, I'm just, in fact, the thing is not recorded. How would I know the time for
You need to wrap up now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your submission this morning. We actually just have less than 20 minutes to take calls for today because we start the program at 9 o'clock on Wednesday. So if we're not able to take some of your messages, be rest assured that tomorrow we will take your messages. You can call us on 081-30-111-724. Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry, we missed that call. Do well to call us back. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Do well to call us back. We will take 2 or more calls before we make our way out of the studio for the OB of Sports. 081-30-111-724. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. It's looking like the phone lines have a mind of its own. Do well to call us back on 081 30 724. You can call us on 081 30 724. It's about time to actually leave the studio this morning. We wouldn't be taking any more calls, but be rest assured that tomorrow we would be taking a lot of calls and we would be taking some of your messages. I remain my humble self, Temi Tokpe Elegushi, and I have also with me Mr. Fineface. Thank you for making your way here today. Hopefully we'll be seeing him tomorrow. It's now time to actually hand over the microphone to the OB of Sport on Bright 98.7 FM, Abuja. See you tomorrow.